Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Teresa Crawley, coming to you live from Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today I'm going to show you a pre-owned unit that we got in. It's one of those that you wouldn't know was pre-owned because it's so clean and so well taken care of. This is a 2016 Jayco Grayhawk. It's the 31FK floor plan, which means that it's about 32 feet long. FK just is the actual floor plan, that's how they describe it. But this is built on a Ford E450 Super Duty truck. And you're going to see it's been really well maintained. I happen to know the customer that we purchased this from, and it was kept indoors at all times that it wasn't being used. So the decals have kept in really great shape. And it hasn't had all that sun damage that you would expect from something that's from 2016. It's quite windy and icy here today, so I'm going to try to do the best job I can of showing you all of these storage bays. Down here is the first one, and I like to point out that it is coated, so you can clean that out quite easily. There's not carpet that you're going to get your logs snagged up in or anything like that. You can rinse that out quite easily. Right here, this is your 13 gallon propane tank. You'll see as we move along, there is also a quick connect on here, and I'll point that out when we get to it. I'm trying to be super careful so my camera person doesn't fall down. We have outdoor speakers and another great bin here to hide some things in, and your low point drain. Right underneath here is what I was talking about, the quick connect. So that's if you have a barbecue grill or something, you can connect to the propane very easily. Now this is something I didn't expect when I saw this, but there is a huge storage back here, and it's accessible from 3 different points. So you can see it's got a nice coating on the bottom again, so it's easy to clean, but it goes all the way through to the other side. It also has lights in here, so you can see where your stuff is. But all those larger items that usually don't fit in bins, they will fit in these bays. So your fishing poles, longer picnic tables, things like that, they're going to fit in here easily. You've got a ladder here, so you can access your roof if you happen to get debris up there. We don't really want you hanging out up there, but you could if you wanted to. We have a backup camera up there. More access to that storage I was just showing you. And this coach actually comes with 7,500 pounds of towing capacity. So you can see that hitch right there, but that can handle quite a large vehicle or boat if you were wanting to bring one along. Access, just amazing. This is something you don't see often in a smaller coach especially. Then of course we have your water system, little outdoor shower. You can hose off your feet or your dog before you go inside. Fuel fill. Over here, this is where your 30 amp plug is going to come from. And you also have access to a satellite plug in there. So if the park you're staying at does happen to have satellite, you can plug in there. And then over here, we have your Onan generator. You'll see that it's a 4,000 gas. So that's going to come from your fuel tank on the coach itself. And then one last storage bay, and I can show you how beautiful the inside is. Before we go in, I also wanted to show you that we have side view cameras. Makes you so much safer when you're trying to change lanes, or even when you're just in the park trying to move around and there's dogs running around and children. You can also see if your slide is going to hit something when you're trying to put that out. So I love that. All right, come on inside. You'll notice on the door that you have a programmable key code. So if you don't have your key with you, you can just punch in your special number and open the door. Also, they included everything right at the front door, so it's really easy to turn on and off your power disconnect, your outside speakers, your awning control is here, and your awning light. This is a big deal though. We've got your auto leveling system here, and it's so easy for those of you who haven't had these before. You simply turn the power on and then auto level, and it does it for you. When it's time to go, you hit all retract and it does it for you. And you'll know when it's done because it'll stop beeping. We also have your lights here, exterior and interior, and your step control. So if you don't want your step going in and out, if you're opening the door a lot, say you're having a picnic outside or something, you can turn that off so you don't wear out your mechanism. Yeah, you can tell we've got good insulation here because it got so much quieter when I closed the door. More controls here at the door. You've got your inverter switch, your slide out control, your tank monitors, so you can see, oh, how am I doing on battery time? Fresh water, which is 33 gallons on this, by the way. And then how much is in my black and gray tanks? Do I need to go dump or fill up? And this is measured by quarters. So you can see we have half of our battery life left. Some of these only will tell you every third, and that just, it's not as helpful. Genset switch right here, start and stop. You can see that we have 65.9 hours on here. Then moving into the kitchen. We've got a double sink, so you can do a wash and a rinse. You may notice there's some green fluid in there. That's just winterizing fluid to keep it from freezing. Oh, we've got a nice pull-out sprayer here as well. Storage. Storage up here as well. We have a microwave oven. Now this is not a convection microwave because we have an oven on here. These are harder to come by these days now that things are going toward all electric and those lithium batteries and everything. They're doing convection ovens with induction cooktops. Well, some people really like to cook in their oven and to have their propane cooktop. So this one's got 3 burners for you. We also have a 2-way refrigerator here. And freezer as well. It's nice and deep. It's a little deceitful because it actually goes a little bit deeper than it looks like. So there's a little more room in there than you'd think. And then we've got a double pantry. Lots of room to put your cereal and your s'mores goods. Or your wine, whatever. Up here we've got a really great bunk sleeping area. This you just pull out and then it becomes your bed. But what I like about this is that when you're driving or you're the passenger, it feels so much more open and less claustrophobic than a lot of Class C's that I've been in. You don't notice that there's something above you unless you pull this piece out. So I like that you've got the light and the brightness above you. And then also these huge windows here for whoever sits up here, but it also just gives a lot of light to the coach itself. Those are really big. And they open so you can get some cross ventilation there as well. The cab, very simple. I'll be very quick up here. On the driver's seat you have power controls, so forward and back. We do have the auxiliary start button here, which is a really big deal. If your chassis battery happens to go really low or it goes dead, you can pull from your house batteries to get your vehicle started, and you're not stuck where you were. That's just such a big deal to me. If that ever happened, it would be scary and be stuck out in the middle of nowhere. So no worries with this one. I'm going to turn it on real quick just so you can see 18,284 miles, we'll say. And again, this thing is immaculate. It's been taken such good care of. Over here we do have navigation. We have Sirius XM capability and Bluetooth capability. And we still have a CD player, which I love. I really miss not having that in the newer vehicles. Lots of cup holder space. And just a really nice, roomy place to sit for the passenger and driver. These seats are very comfy and cushy, which a lot of these aren't. So, love that. Obviously the dining area here, and I have to point out this is a lot wider than a lot of these are. So when we have a booth that converts to a sleeper, which this does, a lot of times they're so narrow you could really only fit a 5-year-old in there. But this is going to be quite large. When you put these down on either side, you could sleep a quite older person there, or larger person there. Also under both sides we have storage. So every little nook and cranny counts in these. And you've got these on either side. A little bit of storage here above the sofa couch. And I love that they didn't put a barrier here. So you can actually put things that are longer in here and they can go through. This is the only slide out on the coach, but it really does open the space up quite a bit. And when it's closed, there's lots of room to walk through to get to the restroom or get a sandwich, whatever it is that you need to get to. This also converts into a sleeper, so I'll show you how that works real quick. This is what we call a jackknife. So, great place for a child to sleep or an adult diagonal wise. Over here, your entertainment center with more storage. This is where you would put your Blu-ray player or your dish TV setup. And the reason I say that is because this is a glass right here that's tinted, but it can receive those signals through the glass. Whereas you can't really do that through the wood, obviously. More space. I would put puzzles and books up there. Coming in here, I'm going to show you the bathroom. And I love when they do this cool door. So this door doubles as the stool room door, but also gives a privacy door to this whole back area. So this is obviously the master bedroom, but there's a shower back here, toilet, everything is in this area. So when you close that, you can have some privacy from the people that are up front. I'll show you this shower real quick. There is a bar up there, and that's just to hang wet things, and it easily pops out. But we have a nice sky roof, so taller people can fit in here. It rolls quite easily and secure, so you're not hearing the clanging as you're going down the road. I'll show you this bathroom from the other side. Nice big window. We've got a full medicine cabinet. And storage underneath as well. You notice these are a little tight as I'm opening. That's a good thing. You're not going to squeak as you're going down the road. Little drawers for things. And we of course have a fan in here, so that will take out any moisture or things that are in here. And the window also does open. So these little things do matter when you're in a camper. In the master bedroom here, We've got a queen size bed. And on either side, we have a little drawer. That one's more of a dresser drawer. This one is you could put your remote control or things like that. But you also have ample room here for a sleep apnea machine, an alarm clock, your phone to charge, a water bottle, whatever it is you keep next to you, your teddy bear next to your bed. You've got plenty of room for it. You also have reading lights on either side and tons of storage. Again, they didn't put barriers in here, so these are pass through, meaning you could put long things in there. We have another exhaust fan in here. It's really helpful to have these things in a camper. If it's the middle of summer, that's going to suck the air out quite quickly. But we do also have a 15,000 BTU air conditioning system in here that is vented. Back here, I'll show you where the hanging wardrobe is. There's a lot of space in there. Remember, we're in a 32-foot long coach. So every nook and cranny counts. And I can just imagine a little dog or cat finding this to be the best place ever to sleep, right next to mom and dad. Up here we have another TV. I should also point out that we have roller shades in here. These are a lot nicer than blinds. They're just quiet when you're going down the road. They're not banging, clanging. So those are really nice. And then a little more storage in here. And down below. So that's pretty much it in this unit. It's a simple unit, which is a great thing for a beginner or somebody who just doesn't want to worry about a lot of mechanisms breaking, a lot of computer systems to keep up with, or a lot to learn. This is a pretty simple unit to learn, but it's going to work great for you. You've got heat, you've got air conditioning, and some niceties in here as well. This can sleep 7 people, so that's pretty awesome for a 32-foot coach. If there's anything I left out or anything you have questions about, please give me a call. My name's Teresa Crawley, 303-684-3427. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.